stood out right next to him. It's okay. Hey, look up. Penelope stood ahead.
No, I didn't think that was possible. Coming from the place I was coming from, where I didn't know anybody who worked in movies or in music or anything related to art. I just didn't know those people, so I didn't know how that kind of life would be. And when I told my parents, I was about 12 when I said, I think I'm considering this, like I want to try to be an actress. And I was dancing, I was a ballet student since I was 4. And the fact that they didn't laugh at me, gave me a lot of encouragement, and they always told me to have a plan B, to keep studying, to keep forming as a ballerina, because it's what I did since being a little girl, and have a plan B, and that's what I did. But then I went to study theater, I looked for an agent, and to our surprise, I got some callbacks in the castings, and I was very shocked. And then it was one movie, another movie, and then I had to choose. And for example, I stopped the training with classical ballet, which I was doing 6 days a week for 4 hours a day. So I had to decide, and I decided to just continue making movies. I didn't know if my first few movies were just like first and last, but I feel very lucky, very grateful that I've been able to do this job that I love so much since I was a teenager.
I don't know where that came from.
Deserve it all.
Yeah, let's start right here, buddy. In the middle, please. Look at that. That looks great.
And right beside him, please. No smile, right?
And Will and Anthony together.
Please. And starting on your left, please. Thank you so much. Right next to him, right here. And the one for the Academy straight over here.
And then right next to...
Maybe hands on the, I like hands on the hips, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. When I didn't have that. That's not. It's weird that's not my origin story. I didn't want to be an actor, and I think it's because, when you come from where I come from, which is the backwoods of Mississippi, in being raised in the 70s and 80s, there weren't a lot of examples of that. It just felt like Mars, And you gotta take care of your family, so you are expected to do very practical things to do that. I didn't give myself permission to think I could have live a life or make a living in any sort of creative way at all. And it wasn't until maybe 10 years ago, and it was because I kept working, that I was like, okay, maybe I might be doing this acting thing. I keep getting these paychecks, so I didn't have that. But I think, no, not really. I didn't have that story where I could be like, But I think I did a play, and I think I had a speech. I think I had a speech from that one play that nobody saw.
And now you're here.
And now I'm here. Yeah.
I know that. Maybe spin a little bit toward this way. There you go. Perfect. Didn't crush your hands over. There you go.
There was a small professional theatre there when I was growing up, but most of them were part-time. They had 2 jobs because you couldn't hardly make a living of it. We never thought about being on television or being in film. What we did know was a bit of theatre, because Irish are great storytellers. And but the economic times were tough, so you could hardly survive. You couldn't survive as a professional actor. So while I felt something, the stirrings of being involved in a profession like that, I didn't imagine it would happen. And also, when I was kind of bluntly told, well, at any one point, 86% of that profession is out of work. So you'd want to be very careful. And indeed, my parents suggested I get something behind me, like, you know, like a degree of some kind, so that when I turned out to be a complete failure, that I had something to fall back on. In which case, it was supposed to be studying law at the university in Belfast, Queen's University.